Bassem Youssef was giving an interview to Channel 4 in News. Let's take a listen what he has to say in this interview.
I mean, the thing is, like, remember when 3,000 people killed in October was too much? Now it's 30,000. It doesn't matter now. 100,000, it doesn't matter. 300,000, it doesn't matter. We've been lectured by the West for so long about, like, the values of humanity and Declaration of Human Rights, and then we just see that doesn't apply to us. So kind of like you feel that maybe our people are very cheap and they don't matter. And it doesn't matter how many people were killed.
What do you mean by our people?
Palestinian people. I mean, at the end of the day, we're Arabs, right? Because if it's not because we're all linked together, Arab, Muslims, Middle Eastern, whatever, you know. And I wonder, like, what will happen if my daughter, grows up and put like a Palestinian keffiyeh and goes on a demonstration when she's 20 years old. Would she be arrested for being a terrorist? I don't know. This whole thing, like, stacking the whole world opinion against us and making the whole world accepting that we just die in huge numbers. I don't. I didn't hear about any other population that lost 2% of its population in less than 6 months. I didn't hear about that.
That is insane.
And it's happening right in front of our eyes, and nobody's caring. Nobody cares. We're just talking about it.
When you say nobody cares,
Yeah.
what would you have to do to show that you care?
Me?
One.
Not
any
me.
any other
Not me.
person.
People in power, United States. They have to stop Israel. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna repeat it in every single interview. If the Gaza war stops today, you know what's the worst thing that could happen? People will congratulate and praise Israel for stopping the war now, instead of holding it accountable for the stuff that's done for the past 6 months. This is the scary part. They might even give a Nobel Prize, Peace Nobel Prize to Netanyahu for just stopping 30,000 people. If the war stops today, people will praise Israel for self-constraint.
Well, I mean, it's quite common at the end of wars for war leaders to then be awarded peace prizes,
Absolutely.
which is always extraordinary.
I mean, even Netanyahu could become the like of Nelson Mandela, right? After this maniac, he committed this genocide. He can be easily like Nelson Mandela. I mean, this is how the world is right now. Unfortunately, people are talking, people are encouraging, people are siding with those who have money and power, and Netanyahu has all of it. I mean, US, UK, they're supporting him without any condition. Germany, France. And in fact, if you go against Netanyahu right now, even though he's committing this genocide, in the middle of this genocide, if you go against Netanyahu, you will be called as terrorist. You will be called anti-Semite. So I'm not surprised when Bassem Youssef said that if the war stops right now, Netanyahu will get a Nobel Prize. Because yes, he will. Let there be no doubt. And at the same time, if a Muslim country, they take any step against Israel, for example, right now we are talking about Qatar. Qatar is under tremendous pressure by who? By United States of America. Why? Because Qatar is hosting the leadership of Hamas. They are asking Qatar, if you do not kick them out, if you do not kick out these leaders, Hamas leaders, we are going to be considering sanctioning you. There are sanctions coming against Qatar. And what is their fault? Well, their fault and their crime is that they are hosting Hamas leaders for peace talks and all that. But again, I mean, this is the world we are living in right now, where you see double standard everywhere. And I don't know when this will stop. Can you know? Can you tell me something?
What do you think should happen?
Israel should be held accountable and be taken to the criminal court. And they should pay reparation, and they should go in and repair what they did. Because whatever happened on October 7th does not justify all of that.
So when you say that, you feel your people, if you like, or Palestinians they don't
Not
count
even my
as much.
people. They are human beings.
Human beings, but they don't count
Yeah, they
the
don't
same way.
No, they don't count. How many Palestinian kids were killed since October 7th?
Yeah.
In the West Bank? 81.
Yeah.
If 81 Israeli kids were killed since October 7th, what will the world do?
But is this a revelation to you?
No, it's not a revelation. We know this all along, but when you see it,
You're
happen,
confronted by it right now.
because we know we did it. We don't matter. We know that our lives doesn't. It's not that valuable. We understand.
Israel is conducting airstrikes in Gaza and in the West Bank. for a very long time. Every year, especially during the time of Ramadan, they are destroying, they're bombing buildings in Gaza. This is nothing new to us. 81 children were killed in the West Bank since October 7th thing started. It is not surprising. Nothing is shocking to us anymore, because this is how we are being brainwashed by the media to live our life as, because there is nothing, absolutely no resistance can come from us. Every time any Muslim will talk about it, anytime a Muslim country will take any step to stop it, they will be under sanction, they will be in prison, they will be called terrorists. So again, this numbers, 81 kids are being killed in West Bank, not Gaza, in West Bank, since October 7th, according to what Bassem Youssef is saying. It's not shocking. It's just a number. We are Muslims right these days. We're just numbers. And take a look at what the other Muslim countries, so-called, are doing. Absolutely nothing. Who is coming to rescue us? Who is coming to rescue me? If I go out today and talk about this whole thing and they arrest me, who is going to come? Not my government, not Arab nation, nobody. We have absolutely nobody. And the head is being chopped off. The head for the Muslims are being chopped off, which is a strong leader. We cannot have a leader. We cannot have someone who will promise to protect us, because that is extremism. That is not what they want. I mean, Mohammed Morsi, Egyptian president, look at what happened to him. He was completely chopped off because he was standing up for the brothers and sisters in Palestine, and look where he ended, in the prison, and then he was murdered. So take a look at what is happening with the Muslims, and keep watching what will be happening in the coming days. It is not good unless there is something big of a nature comes and changes the whole thing.
Understand that. We've seen this a long time ago. Like, when 11 people from Charlie Hebdo were killed, which is terrible, of course. Everybody used to be for Charlie, and then the world leaders went to Paris, 11 people. But you have 30,000. If the news tomorrow comes out, 10,000 Palestinians were killed, do you think the world will make any change? No.
I mean, I saw the argument you made around that was about the dehumanization of Palestinians and about talking about them as animals. Do you think that was even needed?
No, it's not needed, but it's.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't understand this stupid guy who is interviewing him. He's just given some script, scripted questions, and he's just spitting out. He doesn't really have any feeling. He's there just for his job. He's not there to care for the Muslims. Whatever Bassem Youssef is telling him, it is not creating an impact in his heart. Take a look at this guy's attitude towards the whole situation. Oh, so this is your argument. Oh, was this necessary? He's just another puppet of the news media that are bashing Muslims, who are brainwashing the Westerners. Thank you for watching. Very, very unfortunate. I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.